He said unto them.
And he said what?
Bring it out.
Unto them.
He said unto them, a spirit can't speak.
Read. Why are ye troubled?
Teach.
Why are you troubled?
Bring it out.
Talking to the disciples. Read.
And why do thoughts arise in your heart?
Why do you think I'm a spirit? Why don't you believe that I am in flesh and blood?
Right.
That I am a man in
Bring
my
it out.
body? You from the tribe of Levi, potentially. All right, that's the same tribe Moses was from. All right, those were the Levitical priests. They gave the law. You get what I'm saying? So that's a mighty tribe to come from. All right, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
Is a curse? She just said a curse was a bad thing. Good or bad, Dion? A curse, yeah. Okay, well, this is specifically saying bad, because when we read in the beginning of Deuteronomy chapter 28, it's going into the blessings that we will get if we kept God's law, statutes, and commandments. But we didn't do that. All right, we broke God's law, statutes, and commandments. Therefore, he sent us into slavery. And that's what we're proving. Read.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
These curses will come upon us and overtake us. This is why we're in the lower state. Give me verse 37. Let's read.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
It said we was going to become an astonishment. What is an astonishment, Dion? I like that. I like that. What you got, my sister? An astonishment. Because he right. That sounded good. Because he right. Dion is right. So an astonishment is like, damn, look at that sister over there. She half naked. Look at the crackhead on the corner high on fentanyl. Those are astonishments. All right, look at our community. It's trash everywhere. Hallways smell like piss. You get what I'm saying? We have no fathers in our community. When we go down to like Whitefish Bay, is it the same outcome over there? What you think, sister? No, it's not. We are living in a low estate. You get what I'm saying? Our sisters dress half naked. Our brothers still sit there and talk to them. That's having no respect for our nation. All right, read.
And an astonishment. A proverb.
A proverb. What's the proverb, sister? What you got, Dion? Help her out.
Proverb, I believe it's just a saying.
A proverb, Dion smart, all praise to the Father, exactly. It's like, if you want to hide something, put it in a book from a Negro.
Right.
All Negroes eat chicken and watermelon. You know what I'm saying? These are proverbs. We all wear Jordans. These are proverbs that's been labeled and put up on our people. So what we doing is proving that we are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Native American, and Hispanics, no other people. All right, read.
And a byword.
And a byword. What's the byword, Dion? A byword is nigger. It's spit. You know what I'm saying? It's being called outside our God-given name. Calling our women bees. Calling them whores. That's, a hoe. Those are bywords. All right, read.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
It said among all nations where we are, because the Israelites are scattered all across the four corners of the earth. So wherever we at, if you go to China, they got an own name that they call us. You know what I'm saying? No other nation, those other nations don't like us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to sit there and wonder, why is that? Why do we go through what we go through? We first fire, last hire. We get gunned down and killed in the streets. We don't have no solutions for the things we go through. We sit there and march, no justice, no peace. What does that do for us? Nothing. We have to keep the laws of God. That's our only solution, Dion. That's the only way we're going to get out of this low estate. You following my sister? All right, give me verse 68. Let's finish proving. And then we go get some laws. All right, read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. With ships.
So it said the Lord has done this to us, okay? He has put us in this lower state. Slavery happened. You get what I'm saying? And we still enslaved today. Why are we still enslaved today? Because we don't know who we are. We don't know our true nationality. We don't know our language. How you doing, my sister? You good? What's your name? Presalina. Okay, we're going over slavery in the Bible. All right, and we're going over why we are in these conditions that we are in today. All right, so if I was to ask y'all, let's go over here and let's dialogue. Which one of these pictures is Dion? Come on up, come on down. Don't go nowhere, sister. All right, so call us on that flyer. All right, which one of these is Jesus Christ? This one? Okay, what you got, my sister?
I would say that
You would say this one. Why?
because his hair is a bull.
Peppercorn.
Okay, what you got, Dion?
Peppercorn hair and skin like copper.
Right, where do y'all read that at?
I can't remember the chapter.
It's in the Bible. That's the most important thing. So why do they give us the white image then?
But they stole our image.
Exactly, they stole our image, and that image caused confusion. It causes self-hatred. It causes you to not love who you are, not love where you come from. All right? Exactly. It makes you think that the white man is superior over you. All right, and that image all came with slavery. Let's finish reading 68, and then we're going to jump to Revelation 1 and 14. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord did this to us. He put the white man over us for our disobedience, what we just read in verse 15. You following, Dion? All right, so it said he was going to send us into Egypt again with what?
With ships.
We never went back into Egypt, did we? We came out of Egypt, we went into the wilderness, and then it's saying we were going to go into Egypt again. So what is it saying? It is
Basically, we're going to get all our shit back.
no, it's saying that we were going to go into slavery again. How did we get to America, my sister? Come learn, my brother.
Was brought up here.
Brought over here with what?
The ship.
Exactly, with cargo slave ships. That's what we just read. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships, my sister. Corey, we're going over slavery in the Bible, and we're going to prove what the true depiction of Christ looked like. Come build, my brother. What's your name? You said who? Jermaine, come build, my brother. This is more important than anything you're going to do in the store. All right, so what we just proved is that the children of Israel came over here to America in what?
With ships.
With cargo slave ships.
That's
This is how we got to America. This is Bible prophecy. It's proving who we are. It's telling us our true nationality, Corey. All right, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
It said we shall not see it no more again. What's the it? Our homeland, which is Jerusalem, which is the so-called Jewish people are at today. And we see that there's wars going over there. We got Gaza and Palestine fighting over that land.
Bring it
That
up.
land belongs to you.
Bring it
It
up.
belongs to us.
Right.
All right, that's our land that they are fighting over. God kicked us out because we disobeyed and did not keep his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
All right, that's the whole plot. That's the whole thing we got to do.
Right.
We have to come back to his laws. Read.
And there ye shall be
It
sold
said, "In there we shall be sold." All right, read.
unto your enemies.
There is here. We were sold here to who?
To your enemies.
No, to our friends.
To your
To
enemies.
our enemies. Who was we sold to, Corey? Who was we sold to? Slavery happened. We just read it.
Right.
To our enemies.
To our enemies, which is who, my sister?
White man.
Exactly. The white man. Don't be afraid to say it. You got your brothers out here. All right, do not be afraid to say who sold us into slavery, excuse me,
Right.
which was a white man.
That's right.
All right, and the Arab man. That's some unknown history. We didn't know that the Arab man sold us into slavery too. All right, that was the sub-Saharan slave trade.
Right.
They sold us from Mecca. All right, they gathered us up. They knew we were different from the Africans because we're not Africans. We are the Israelites according to the
Bring it
Bible.
up.
All right, so then they sold us off. You get what I'm saying? So, and you see how the Arabs, they own all the gas stations, all the liquor stores in our community. You get what I'm saying? So we got to go to these other nations for the want of all things. We're going to read that next. Read.
Unto your enemies for bondmen
Or slave men, read.
and bondwomen.
And slave women, read.
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall save us is what that's saying. We have Malcolm X. We had Marcus Garvey,
Bring it up.
we had Dr. Martin Luther King, we had the Black Panthers.
Right.
All these men rose up and tried to save us out of the conditions we are in. And what happened to them? They killed them all. You get what I'm saying? This is Bible prophecy. All our leaders, they get killed.
That's
And now
right.
who they push on us as leaders? Cardi B,
Right.
Joe Rilla, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Moneybag Yo.
Right.
They push these so-called celebrities, which they call them stars. That's idolatry. We should not be worshiping no star or no so-called celebrities that's pushed up as a star.
Bring it out.
We got to come back to our nationality.
Bring it out.
So now give me what I call no. Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28. I said something and I want to prove it. Deuteronomy chapter 28, and let's get verse 48. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
They said we were going to serve our enemies. So if you want a job, my sister, where do you go to get a job from? And what nation of people?
Europeans, white man.
Exactly. They own everything pretty much, right? What you got, Dion?
Same as.
All right, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger.
I think that's what they call it.
You said what?
The London Parliament or some shit.
Okay. So it said we were going to serve our enemies and what? Stay with me, Dion. Read.
In hunger.
In. Okay, we got to cast that right down. Give me Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. All right, we getting ready to read, my brother. What's your name, my brother? Say it again. Minister? Herbert? Okay, Minister Herbert. Let's read Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revelation means to reveal what Jesus Christ looked like. Give me verse 10, because he said he's a spirit. Read.
Verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
So this is John speaking. He said he was in the spirit on the Lord's day, which is the Lord's Sabbath day. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Read.
And heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet.
He said he heard behind him a voice of a what?
As of a trumpet.
As of a trumpet. Meaning Jesus Christ spoke loud. He was not soft like Passion of the Christ. You get upset like that other movie, The Ten Commandments, and how they portray Christ to be. He was not like that. All right, read.
Saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So this is the voice that John heard, saying, he is Alpha and Omega. He is the first and the last. Read.
The first and the last. And what thou seest.
What thou what?
What thou seest.
What thou seest, minister. Read.
Write in a book.
Write it in a book, Dion. This is John getting the revelation of what Jesus Christ looked like.
That's right.
All right, it says, write it in the book. We have the records right here. Read.
And send it unto the seven churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus and Smyrna. Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
It said John turned to see the voice that spake with him. He was behind him. Read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
He saw 7 golden candlesticks. What is that? The 7 golden candlesticks is this. Our menorah. All right, it's not 10 like the Jewish Amalek has. It is not a 10 candlestick. It's 7.
Bring it
This
out.
is what he's seeing. All right, minister, you follow? What's going on, my brother? We're going over the revelation of Jesus Christ. What he looked like and if he was a spirit or not. We casting that down and showing he walked the earth just like all of us did. All right, read.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
The Son of who?
The Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So does a spirit have a garment on? Exactly.
Bring
He
it
said a
out.
garment down to the foot, just like you see my brother right here have on. A garment down to the foot. Read.
And girt about the pelt with a golden girdle.
With a golden girdle, just like he has on his stomach. A girdle, all right? Read.
His head.
His what?
His head.
No, a spirit.
His head.
His head was,
And his hairs were white like wool.
meaning the hair on his hairs and on his beard. Just like you see my brother right here. He has white hair and he has a white beard.
Bring it
All right,
out.
just let me get down. Just like you see on this picture right here. All right, so what we are proving is that this is a more accurate depiction of Jesus Christ. According to Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14, which we can continue to read. All right, he is not like this. This is an actual person. Listen, y'all. This is an actual person. This is Caesar Borgia. All right, Pope Alexander VI's son. All right, this is idolatry. We should not be worshiping this false image of Jesus Christ. This is called iconoclasm. You can look it up. Where they painted the likeness of our images. They painted over this picture and gave us this. So we can worship like Jesus.
1 Corinthians 15 and 6.
1 Corinthians 15 and 6. Let's get what was called. 1 Corinthians 15:6. Let's finish proving that Jesus Christ walked the earth.
Right.
He was not a spirit. He
Right.
was not a puff of smoke.
Bring
He
it
was
out.
a body. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 6. After that, he was seen.
He was what?
He was seen.
No, he was slow.
He was seen.
He was seen. Read.
Of above 500 brethren.
Over 500 people seen Christ because he came back at this time.
Bring
All
it
right,
out.
over 500 brothers seen him after he resurrected.
Bring
Read.
it out. At once, of whom the greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep.
Because some died. Some of those men that seen him back then, they died. Is that it on that? Let me see verse 7. Great.
Verse 7, after that, he was seen.
He was what?
He was seen.
After that, he was seen. The honest continue to prove it. Read.
Let me ask you something.
Hold on, what you got?
Are you saying that he resurrected as a man or resurrected as a spirit?
We proven he resurrected as a man. He died as a man. He resurrected as a man.
That's
We
right.
proven it right here. Read it again.
Verse 7, after that. Verse 6, after that, he was seen.
He was what?
He was seen.
He was seen, my sister. Read.
Verse 39, behold my hands and my
It
feet.
says, behold.
36.
Huh?
Start from 36.
Start from 36.
Verse 36, and as they thus spake, Jesus himself.
Jesus who?
Himself.
God Spirit.
Himself
Jesus himself, this is after he resurrected. Read.
stood in the midst of them.
Did what?
Stood in
Stood.
Bring it out.
Standing, you have a body.
That's right.
Bring it out.
You have a body if you standing. See, this is the Bible we reading.
Bring it
We're
out.
collecting dust on our night counter. All right, read.
Jesus himself stood in the midst of them and said unto them, peace be unto you.
Peace be upon you. Read.
But they were terrified.
They was terrified because they're like, what? You just died. How can we see you right now standing? Read.
And affrighted, and supposed that they had been a spirit.
As if it
Uh-oh.
was.
A spirit.
They was afraid as if it was a spirit because they didn't know. They like, well, hold on. You just died. Is this you? Read.
And he said unto them,
And he said what?
Bring it out.
unto
He
them,
said unto them, a spirit can't speak. Read.
why are ye troubled?
Teach.
Why are you troubled?
Bring it out.
Talking to the disciples. Read.
And why do thoughts arise in your heart?
Why do you think I'm a spirit? Why don't you believe that I am in flesh and blood?
Right.
That I am a man in
Bring
a
it out.
body. Read.
Behold my
My
hands,
what?
my hands and my feet.
My hands and my feet, it said. A body has hands and feet. Read.
That it is I.
It is who?
It is I,
It is Christ. Read.
myself. Handle me and see.
He said, touch me and see. This is me in the flesh. Read.
For a spirit.
A what?
A spirit.
A what?
A spirit have not flesh and bone.
Bring it out.
Not flesh and bone.
Woo!
Jesus Christ has a body.
Bring it out.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.